It is kind of cloudy right now. I like it. It's very nice. It's not going to rain. It's not going to amount to anything, but it's nice. It's nice to have the clouds all the same. That's what's a bummer about one of the bummers about LA. The clouds that come by don't do anything. They don't, like back home. We get clouds like this, and it's like, oh, is a storm coming? When's it supposed to hit? Are we supposed to get rain? Are we supposed to get hail? How big is it going to, stuff like that. But out here, it's nothing. There's nothing that ever happens. If it does happen, if it does come to anything, it's like 30 seconds of just drops. It's very anticlimactic. But even that barely, it barely ever happens at all. It's very rare. But that being said, I still do appreciate having the clouds. Today was a good day. Bagel Thursday, as per usual. Nothing really crazy happened. I went to what's it called? Final. I can't believe I forgot the dang name. Where'd I go? I went to this little grocery store that's like only in LA. Quick and Save? Quick and Final? Is that what it's called? Something Final. Final. Anyway, small little grocery store. Went there. It's kind of crazy having to like buy stuff for like a production company with like a bunch of people. Because you end up spending a lot of money that you wouldn't typically, like, it's not even you're buying like big things. You're just buying like toilet paper and stinking apple juice or something, and you buy it and it ends up being like more money than you would ever spend otherwise, which makes stinking sense. But still, like, I'm always kind of surprised, like, wow, that's a serious amount, when I only bought like 6 things, like six, I don't know what you call it, things. It's not 6 things, but like, apple juice, toilet paper, and like, I don't know, trail mix or something like that. But you buy a lot of each thing, you know what I'm saying? So that was interesting. I did that today. What else did I also had an interesting task that I haven't had to undertake yet before today. I had to, how do I say it? There's something up with the phones. Hard to explain. I have no idea what's going on. No clue. But apparently when you get into the voicemail on the phone, every now and then it'll sound like a stinking transformer is talking to you. Like the person that, like, it says like, thank you for calling so-and-so or such and such, whatever. If you know your extension, please dial here, whatever. That's the way it's supposed to sound. But then every now and then you pick it up and it's like a transformer. You can't, it's like, it's messed up. So what I was supposed to do, I was supposed to get into that mailbox thing, voicemail, and if it sounded good, I was supposed to mark it down, right? Tally mark. And then I was supposed to get back into it. I was supposed to like hang up or do something. Like hit speaker. I don't really know what that did. Hang up. I don't know. But I hit speaker. Then I hit the mailbox thing again. Or the voicemail. It was called like Miller or something. I don't know what it's called. I hit that. And then listen again. Well, I didn't actually listen. It was through like the speaker on the phone. So I just listened. It was good. Put another check mark. Do it again. Another check mark. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over, I would do that until it sounded like a transformer was talking to me on the other side. So then when a transformer talked to me, I was supposed to mark down the number. Like, okay, it happened on the 22nd time of trying to get into the mailbox thing. I did that so often. I kind of feel bad. Like, I was doing exactly what my boss wanted me to do. My boss told me to do this, and I was doing it. But I'm pretty sure it was like driving everybody around me nuts. And I totally understand why. I mean, I had to take breaks because, like, A, I was getting a headache off the Sharpie I was using. B, my brain would just, like, hearing that crud over and over, I would just lose my mind. So I would have to take breaks and stuff. But like I would still do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Because, you know, he wanted to see if there was a pattern like, oh, the transformer talks to you every 23rd time. Or, oh, I don't even know. But just find some pattern. So that's what the purpose was. I found out that there's absolutely no rhyme or reason to it. I once did it like 125 times before the transformer talked to me. Hitting this mailbox thing 126 times. And like I said, no rhyme or reason. It would go like it would happen on the 6th time. And then the 1st time. And then I would literally do it for like 40 times. And then it would happen on the 41st time. And then the 70 time. Like, it would just huge numbers. And then small. I mean, I could not find any, you know, rhythmic pattern. Any pattern. I couldn't find anything. Just random. That's what I learned. And I just felt bad for like I'm sure like 2 people like walked by and were like, oh, it's you making that. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just doing what I'm told. I didn't like say that, but I mean, like I did explain it to one person, and like, yeah, I'm just doing what I'm told. He told me to do this. I'm just checking there's something screwy with the phone lines. I'm supposed to listen and stuff like that. But I didn't get all like animated, like, I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, but still, it's like, I still feel bad because it's like they're working too, but I'm just doing what I'm told. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, it's already almost Friday. Oh my goodness. This week flew by. I don't really know why. This past Monday, remember I was like, man, feels like a Monday. But still, even having said that, this week is just flown by. Haven't heard from the landlord yet about the apartment that I went to. Well, I mean, I technically saw it again yesterday, but didn't go to see it. I just dropped off my application yesterday. But haven't heard from him. But I texted one of my hopefully roommates, hopefully soon to be roommates, about it, and he said he'd ask about it, see if the other guy had heard anything. So hopefully the matter gets settled soonish. I mean, it's no mystery to me the fact that I'm just the most impatient piece of crud when it comes to this kind of thing. Like, I just have zero. I mean, I'm kind of surprised I've done this well with this specific thing. I think it's because I have a fair amount of confidence that it's actually going to happen. But like, typically, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, let me hear about this. I need to know. Oh my goodness, how can I somehow incite an answer to be spoken to me? You know, stuff like that. Not good. It's not good. It's a problem for me. I need to work on that because every time something like this happens, either like, you know, financially or like something that has to do with housing, I lose my mind. It's a little bit easier with jobs. I'm still, you know, finances are just, they stress me out so bad. But with jobs, I don't like, it's either you hear something or you don't. You know, for some reason, I don't really I mean, how do I say this? I feel like I'm saying I mean a lot. But when it comes to housing, when I haven't heard anything, it just drives me nuts. You know, I lose my mind. But with a job, it's a little bit easier for me to write off. Because I feel like the house or the jobs, maybe it's because they're a lot more plentiful. Maybe that's why. It's like, oh, I can just write this off, move on. But with housing, it's a little more involved, I guess. I need to actually go see the place. I need to meet the people. I need to be accepted. I need to give them a deposit. I need to know all that stuff. Even though with this situation, I don't need to give a deposit, so that's pretty good. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, so I need to work on that. I really do. Anyway, this weekend, I don't really have much of anything planned, but things are going to start happening. Whoo! They're going to start happening with a quickness, because next week things are going to start happening. If I move into this new apartment, which Lord willing I will soon, then I can start looking ahead. I can start moving. I was trying to think about how to say it. Moving ahead, looking forward to what's next. You know, YouTube, pursuing that more intentionally, getting a camera, getting a laptop, all that stuff. And it can happen soonish, because I haven't been buying anything, you know, because of all like this crazy housing stuff. I've been buying crud. I bought like some fun food. That's about it, you know, like I've been buying video games. I've been like all those things I wanted to buy when I initially moved into the house. Haven't bought. I haven't bought a couch. I haven't bought a TV, stuff like that. So I've just been like saving that money, and so this since what am I trying to say? Apartment. Since the new apartment doesn't need a deposit, I can just save that money too, and I'm going to get paid by some editing stuff, multiple editing sources next week on top of my job. So it's like, whoa, it's going to be like, I'm going to have multiple paydays next week. It's going to be so good. All that to say, I will be actually financially able to buy those things soonish. And I'm like, holy crud. Like, in some ways, I'm nervous because I've been building it up even in my mind so much. I'm like, man, I'm going to start making some good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too, stuff like that. But then the time is almost here, and it's like, can I deliver? You know, it's like, even for myself, oh my goodness, I've been talking for a while. Even for myself, it's like, will I be able to make stuff that I'm proud of? You know? And it's like, oh my goodness, I almost want to keep putting it off. Like, oh, the time is still coming where I'm going to buy a camera, even though I totally can or will soon be able to. It's like, just do the deed, man. Just get it. Just so you don't have like excuses. Oh my goodness. But man, like, that's one of the things. It's like, oh, I'm going to wait until I have enough money to buy a camera and a laptop and a GoPro and a monopod, and it's like all these things that aren't necessary, but it's like, oh, what if I toss it onto the list so that they're just dumb. I just need to get like the stuff that I need to be able to, you know, increase, like to make the good content, but like that won't be overkill. I don't need this dang GoPro. What am I going to use a GoPro for? I don't swim. Like, I mean, I haven't been to the beach in a long time. I haven't, you know, granted, I will buy a GoPro someday, but like for what I want to do, I don't need a GoPro right now. I don't need those things besides like the bare bones stuff. So it's like, I just want the bare bones stuff so I can start. And then once I start, I can obviously upgrade and those, you know, get those extra things. But yeah, whew, man, I got to talking today. Oh my goodness. But that is going to do it for me today, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big things are coming ahead. I'm very much looking forward to it. Like I said, hope I can deliver. And even if I can't, I will use that opportunity to learn so that I can deliver. Anyway, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.